writers, it's Miss Venedas. I'm ready to do some storytelling with you this week. So boys and girls, now that we learned how to tell a true story, we've been learning lots of things that story writers and storytellers can do. Let's go over how we tell a true story first though. First, we have to think of an idea. We have to think of something that happened to us or something that we did. And then next, we practice telling the story, okay? And we tell our story using words like first, next, and last when we tell our story to say how it happened. And we even learned that story writers and storytellers, we can add talking to our stories. We learned that a couple weeks ago, that we can say what someone said or what we said in our stories. We called that fancy word dialogue for talking. Everyone say dialogue. Do you remember that? Great job, boys and girls. So let's think of a story that we want to tell today. Okay, so remember, first we think something that happened or something you did. Watch me as I think of an idea, okay? Oh, I know. Something that happened to me is when I was little, I was at the playground with my mom, and I actually went on the monkey bars and I fell down. So that's something that happened to me. I think I'm going to tell about that today. Okay, so boys and girls, watch me as I tell my story using first, next, and last, and I'm going to even add some talking in there. Okay, so first, my mom and I went to the playground. She said, "Let's go." Next, we got to the playground and I shouted, "I am so excited." And I ran over to the monkey bars and I started going across the bars. And last, my hand slipped and I fell off the bars and my mom ran over to me. So boys and girls, I just told my true story using first, next, and last about when I fell off the monkey bars. And I added a little bit of talking. I said I was so excited when I got there. So boys and girls, I would like you to pause this video, stop the video. You can ask a grown-up to help you. I want you to think of your idea and practice again using first, next, and last to tell your story. And go ahead and try to add some talking like we practiced a couple weeks ago, all right? So think of your idea, pause this video, and press play when you're ready. Okay, so now that you're back, you told your story, you thought of an idea, you told your story, you used first, next, and last. Today, I want to teach you another thing that good story writers can do when they tell stories. Something else that writers can do and story writers, we can add feelings to our story. Feelings. So not only can we add talking and say what people said, we can say how we felt or maybe how we think someone else might have felt. So boys and girls, watch me as I tell my same story, and this time I'm going to add some feeling, okay? I'm going to use my words. First, my mom and I were getting ready to go to the playground. She said, "Let's go." Next, when we got to the playground, I yelled I was so excited. I was so happy to be outside. Did you see how I said I was so excited and I was so happy to be outside at the playground? That's a feeling. I was happy and excited. Last, I ran over to the monkey bars, and as I started going across the bars, my one hand slipped and I fell down. I was so sad and embarrassed, but then my mom came running over to me and gave me a hug to make me feel better. So boys and girls, did you see how I just added some feelings into my story? When I fell, I said I was sad and embarrassed when I fell off the monkey bars. But then I was saying that I felt better and I was starting to feel happy again because my mom came over and gave me a hug to make me feel better. So boys and girls, I want you to pause the video again. You're going to tell that same story that you practiced telling before, that idea that's in your head right now, okay? But this time, you're going to think about how you might have felt when you're telling your story. And go ahead and add some feelings in there. Pause your video again and press play when you're done practicing your story. Okay, great job. Now that you practice telling your story using feelings, your teachers and we would love for you to go on Seesaw and record a video of yourself telling the story that either something that happened to you or something you did, your true story. And you're going to use words like first, next, and last. And don't forget, we want you to practice adding some feelings. And if you want, you can add talking. We can add both of those things in our stories. All right, friends, don't forget to go on Seesaw, record a video. Your teachers and I are so excited to listen to your stories. See you soon.